Hi, my name is Zach McDowell. I'll be your instructor for this class, COMM 200. I thought since I'm asking you all to introduce each other, I will spend a little bit of time introducing myself. Although I spent the last 15 years before my PhD program in Arizona, I'm originally from Western Massachusetts. I was born in Northampton, which is where Smith College is. And it's also near where I did my PhD at UMass Amherst. I lived there for about 10 years before moving to Chicago. So Western Mass to Arizona and back to Chicago. I have an Associates of Arts, an Associates of Science, a Bachelor of Science from Glendale Community College and Arizona State, respectively, and then a Master of Arts from Arizona State, and then my PhD is from UMass Amherst. All of them are in communication except for the Associates of Science is in psychology. Uh, my previous career was in business development. I worked in the construction management and architecture engineering industry. I really enjoyed it, but I felt that it was much more rewarding to teach, so I left that. Um, what I'm going to do here is show you around the class. This class is fully asynchronous, but it is on a schedule. So that means that you can do the stuff whenever you want within the week, as long as you follow kind of guidelines for the discussion, which means you should be getting your readings done kind of ahead of time so you can discuss and make your first posts by Wednesday, and then follow up with people by the end of the week. So it'll be post once, reply twice throughout the entire semester. There are actually 14 discussions. One is double credit because it is a 2-week long discussion. The other person who will introduce themselves virtually as well. Your TA is Peter Royal. Will be helping out with this class. It is a big class. It's a large lecture that is turned into an asynchronous class. I've been teaching it online for a while now. A lot of people seem to like the readings. It can be a really fun class, but really it comes down to whether you can keep up. And I mean that not as like trying to scare you, but I know how asynchronous classes can kind of get in that kind of way where you can let things kind of drop, and you really don't want to let that happen. So let's get to what this class is about. Uh, it's about technology and communication, which is in the title, but it is really about realizing that all communication is technologized and impacted by technology. Even language is a technology itself. It impacts not only how we communicate, but how we create culture and how that culture impacts the way that we think about the world and ourselves. You are always with technology and in communication. You can't escape it. And the thing is, the point of this class is learning how to be critical about what's around you. And by critique and critical, I don't mean negging on stuff. I mean engaging it and understanding it on a deeper level. I mean being able to see multiple sides and see and understand the ups and downs of what's going on. Because sometimes, like I said, like you can't escape technology, but you can try to understand what it's doing to you. So that's the first lesson here, is being critical is not just negging on stuff. It means to engage it more fully, right? Have a deeper, more full argument. Have a deeper, more full understanding. And that means, sometimes you don't like things. In the end, you can still not like them, right? Or you can still like them. I like plenty of things that I have deep critiques of. And I don't like things that I also have deep critiques of. It just means that you're going to have a better understanding and be able to express that understanding about things by the time you get out of this class. in particular about technology. So yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of topics from identity to disability, from class and culture to memes, from clocks to the atomic bomb to modern computers. And so I want you to forget about technology as a tool, like a phone to reach out to people, or to use your apps or whatnot. But instead, think about how your life has been technologized. So, fun fact about my own history with technology, I've always had a computer as long as I can remember. I learned the programming language Logo around the same time I was learning to read. And though I still program a bit, I've forgotten most everything about Logo, other than there's like a weird turtle and I made shapes. I am and have always been interested in video games, definitely for entertainment, but also for academic purposes. The first game I ever beat was a text adventure called Wishbringer. Had no graphics, only words. They were called interactive fiction and were wildly popular in the 70s and early 80s. I'm trying to think about the last game I beat. I'm still playing Fallout 76. I guess you can't beat that game. But I've definitely gotten to endgame content. So, okay. Let's show you around the class. It's pretty simple. Read the syllabus. Show you it real quick here. I'm not going to read it to you because you can read. I expect you to read this. This is your kind of first assignment, is to read the syllabus. There are a few assignments for this class. Yeah, see, there's a lot to read. The discussions are weekly. It's really important to keep up with the discussions. There are 4 critical analysis content summaries. They are in 2 assignments. The first one is 2 content summaries. I would like them returned in 1 paper, right? Like 1 document, and they will each of them be 2 to 2.5 pages long. So, and we'll talk more about what those look like. But they are 2 separate assignments, each of them having 2 article summaries in them each. Okay, and then the final technology report is going to be pretty straightforward as well. There's lots of time before we talk about that, but basically you're going to learn. So this works like this. Each week you do some readings and then you do a small reflection. You want to take notes on all of those readings because you're going to have these longer reflections that are content summaries that show both A, that you've read it, and B, that you're engaging with it and learning how to apply it to your own thinking about your life. And then the final paper is you're going to pick a particular technology and then critically engage with it through the readings, by citing the readings, and show us that how you're now thinking with the readings and the work that you've been doing through the semester. It's pretty straightforward. We can talk more about it. The entire week, class is mapped out. If you want to look ahead in the syllabus, the way that you'll get to everything is you go to weekly content, and then here's the syllabus again, and then you click on the there. As you can see, this video that I'm doing needs to be replaced because I'm doing it right now. There are no readings for the first week other than reading the syllabus. There is a discussion, it is graded, and you have to introduce yourself. Each week, you'll see about 2 weeks will pop up at a time, so you can go ahead if you want. But it's not going to go way ahead because what I don't want is you all to like get out of sync with each other's discussions. So although it's asynchronous and you can do this at 3 in the morning if you want, it is also synchronized from week to week. If that makes sense. There are instructions for there are discussion forum guidelines if you have questions. There's a critical content summary guidelines, and there's a tech report. If after reading the syllabus and after reading these things, if you have any questions that are not of a personal nature, reach out to us by creating a thread on the digital hallway. This is like raising your hand in class. It's really important because there are a lot of you. And if we messed up and have something that's unclear, you're probably going to have the same question as others. So allow us to answer it publicly as if you are asking in class. So the only time that you should be emailing us, and when you do email us email both myself and the TA, the only time you should be emailing us is to either make an appointment to talk to us, or if you have a question of a personal nature. That means you have a question about your grade or some feedback that you got, something that you would not be talking to about in front of others. So again, remember, post in the digital hallway if you have a question that's not of a personal nature. It helps because if you have that question, others probably do, and then we can answer it publicly, so that if you are trying to find an answer for something at 3 in the morning and you can't find it out and you go there, maybe someone else has already posted it. Or maybe someone will see that and go, oh, I know the answer to that, and be able to answer you before we can get to it. Or who knows, maybe we'll be up at 4 in the morning. We can answer it for everyone then. So that's pretty much it. I really look forward to meeting you all digitally. This is a weird, wacky time we're in. So, you know, we're going to do the best to try to take care of you and and hopefully you will take care of each other. The idea here is to kind of really dig in and reflect on some crazy technology and crazy times, but also recognize that, you know, we're surrounded by it. Your clothes are technology, your shoes are technology, the door, your home is technology, you know, and how it shapes us. And maybe we can understand a little bit better about all the other like complicated technologies at the same time. I look forward to seeing you later. Oh, and final thing, you will notice that throughout the semester, my hair is going to change, and so will my location. That's because some of these videos were not recorded this semester, and I switch up videos throughout because I teach this online a lot. We're going to be paying attention and going, but like, you know, sometimes recording videos is it takes a long time to upload. So I have some leftovers from previous semesters. So you will see kind of a retrospective of how my hair in my office has looked. But as you can see here, I'm in my home office and not on campus. So so some of those videos will be a little bit different, but that's the way it goes. We'll be in touch, and take care. Bye.